Hi everyone, it's Nick from Brooksteel Estates. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe. Seems to be my default start these videos recently because of the lockdown. We're now in the week 3 or over week 3 now, and I've heard that that's going to be extended. So I'm assuming you're all as fed up as I am, but the sun is shining, so we need to be thankful for that. But that got me to thinking about how to use the time effectively, and so I wanted to put this video together to give you my 5 top tips on improving your curb appeal if you are selling your property. You may have your property on the market, not getting a great deal of interest in it. You may have wanted to put your property on the market, but that's been delayed because of coronavirus. Obviously, a lot of people have got more time on the hands, so this is some tips that you can take and to, like I say, improve the curb appeal of your property. There are loads of tips out there, but these are the top 5. So the first tip, and I think this is the most important one, and if you're only going to do one out of the 5 that I'm going to give you, this is the one that I would recommend, and that is to improve or replace your front door, depending on the standard of it. Now, it's either painting the front door if you don't feel that you need to replace, or getting a new front door. Those, or just even cleaning it up. I mean, those first impressions are vital. I do believe that a lot of buyers out there will have made a decision, or are well on the way to making a decision about whether they want to purchase or not by the time they've reached the front door. Your front door and the condition of your front door is a statement of the rest of the property. So having that front door as a new front door or cleaning it up is absolutely paramount. So that's the first tip, and like I say, for me that's the most important one. The next one is would be to, again, if you feel that it needs doing, and if any good estate agent will be able to advise you of it, is to just repaint or clean the exterior windows, window frames, repaint if they're wooden and they need it, because again, those first impressions do matter. You've got buyers that will be walking up to the property, they'll have that direct vision of the property, but they'll also be seeing things in the peripherals. So that's why it's getting those windows which are not always front. So that's tip 2. Tip number 3 is your front garden. Make sure the front garden is looking as best as it can. Make sure it's manicured, and again, it just comes into those peripherals that people will see. Flowers are always a good thing to have, and depending on what time of year it is, the flowers will, particularly sort of spring and summer flowers, are vitally important to just making it look that much better. If you've got a path or a driveway, clean that up. Make sure that that is looking as good as it can, all free of weeds, and if there's, if you've got trees in your garden, making sure that the leaves are cleared away. So again, it's those peripherals that people will see and those first impressions. So the next tip is to make sure that if you've got a fence panel, if you have fences, to make sure that they're painted and they're looking as good. Again, if you've got a fence, not everybody has one, but if you've got a gate, making sure that they're painted and they're looking as good as they can. So that's the tip. And the final tip are, again, the gutters. If the gutters are not looking as good as they can, make sure that they're painted so they are looking as well as they can. If they need cleaning, then get them cleared out, get somebody around if you don't want to do it yourself, and get those sort of cleared out. So those are the top 5 tips that I will give, and you would not believe the results that you would get from that. So my advice is, get up off your backside, get away from the sofa. That box set that you've been watching for the last 3 days will still be there when you come back, and just put a bit of effort into your property, because that will go a long way. So that's the 5 tips. I hope you found that useful. Again, I hope you're all staying safe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.